Hello, and thank you for tuning in to the Boomer Bunker. I am the Duchess. Speaking on behalf of John Domingo, everything we say or discuss on this show is for entertainment purposes. If you disagree with anything either of us says on this show, and you're not operating motor vehicle or under the influence of alcohol or narcotics, please feel free to tell us your thoughts in the chat. If you're listening to this as a downloaded podcast file, you can write to us at boomer.bunker@gmail.com or tweet us at boomer_bunker on X. My advice is to look at the world we live in, realize you complaining to us about it isn't fixing anything, and then continue on with your life. If anything we say during the show offends you, please feel free to watch a different stream, shut the podcast off, or smash your device with a hammer. Boomer Bunker is not liable for damages to equipment by choosing the latter. If you have made it this far into the show and have decided you can live with these terms, then by all means, give your balls a tug, slap yourself in the face a few times, grab a cup of whatever pisses you off, and please enjoy the show.
All right, you guys, podcast time. We got the equipment and the perfect business plan. Give our show away for free and tell no one how to find it. Ready? I'm going to start a podcast that has no focus, and it'll take up an inordinate amount of time.
First up, she's the queen of sarcasm, the empress of eye rolls. This Jersey gal's infectious giggle will always make you smile. The glamorous agitator with style and sass. And her sidekick, he is an old man with the energy, focus, and reading ability of a first grader on a sugar rush. Together, they will dissect world issues, slice through the social justice shenanigans, and make you laugh while the world burns. Here are your hosts, the Duchess and Domingo.
Hey, everybody. Thursday night, 6:30. Boy, a lot of shit's going on. We got a jam-packed show for you. Duchess, little grumpy pre-show.
I'm not. Why would you say that? I'm not grumpy.
Okay. I was getting some attitude. Get a little bit of a tude.
It doesn't mean I'm grumpy.
No, oh.
It's just my Jersey tude.
Oh, it's just your Jersey tude?
That's right.
All right. Want to start off by saying next week, this week, I had my cherry pop, speaking of Red in there.
No.
Shitty song of the week. We went over there. We had a lot of fun with Red. Straightened some shit out. Maybe I overreacted some.
No. John Domingo overreacts.
Well, you know, when you go when you go to a guy's Twitter and you've been blocked, kind of makes you feel a certain way. That's all I'm saying.
Did you think to ask? Nah.
If someone blocks you.
Okay.
Why would you ask? But listen,
there's other ways.
Yeah, Red and I are following each other. And you know something? I'm going to say something about Red. We had like a really good time. We were talking about technology, and then we did our shitty song of the week. And then they have a Patreon, and you guys want to see something fun, go to their Patreon, go to their website. Links will be in the show notes. Go to their website and go to their Patreon. Mm-hmm. And we did a show. We did a game show afterwards. I was singing.
Yep.
How's that not worth $5 I don't know.
Well, Red was fabulous, and we had a great time.
Yes.
And it was nice to see Jody, too.
And Jody was there, too.
And Jody.
Jody was there, too. But,
well, I'm glad you have moved on. And we had a great show. Yeah, he says, shitty song of the week, karaoke, baby.
Listen, I'm not saying anything. Never had a problem with Red.
Just moving forward. It's all
just
good.
Wasn't sure what was going on. Figured it out. Now we're moving on.
It's fine.
But saw an article today that you shared where New Jersey is the 46th unfriendly state. And I'm like, what the fuck?
I don't know how that is. I mean, gosh.
I thought we'd be like 48 or 49.
I'm fucking charming here. Terrible.
You know something? You say that because you always want to be liked.
I am liked. I don't need to be, but I am.
I can't be controversial. Oh, don't say that.
No.
Love me. What's that song? Love me. Say whatever. Now I'm all
singing. Keep singing.
I'm all stuck on. I don't know lyrics. I know tunes. I don't know lyrics.
All right, Boomer.
So, thank you. So anyhow, I was always that way. I'd rather be feared. Yeah,
okay.
see?
Well,
I like
It's
that.
the dynamic duo. They can love me. They can hate you. Oh, I'm sorry. Fear you.
Please love me, please.
I don't have to try. People like me. I'm fucking friendly. Damn it.
I know. So anyhow, here we are. We're the 46th state in New Jersey.
Correct.
The Jersey attitude can be perceived as just outright rudeness.
Maybe a
And
little.
in this survey,
A survey, yeah.
In this survey, it seems as though that's definitely the case. New Jerseyans are known for their in-your-face personalities, but hey, at least probably unfriendly station attendant will pump your gas for you. Got
damn
that,
right,
Bob? All right, so I'm going to go to the chat. What 3 states are more unfriendly than New Jersey? If you could tell.
But yes.
46,
47,
48. What 4 states? What 4 states?
Math is hard.
You don't get Southern aspect. Yeah.
We have Cracker Barrel. I mean, that's about as close as we get to Southern hospitality.
I'm telling you, when you go somewhere else where everybody's so nice, you feel like they're trying to get over on you.
Yeah. Here's Budweiser's answers.
New Jersey, New Jersey, New Jersey. Come on.
And New Jersey.
Come on.
No.
Don't mean.
All right. Dean says New York.
Okay. New York's a good guess.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Sparky says Maine.
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 Okay. All right. Anybody else?
Red says South Carolina, North Carolina. As the rudest. Okay.
Yeah. No.
Ahead of Jersey in rudeness. Okay.
Matter of fact, I found South Carolina and North Carolina very friendly states. Matter of fact,
not so much now. They're full of Jersey people.
One of the states really surprised me because I thought it would be a friendly state because it is a southern state. Maryland, fuckers. No.
Yeah, fuck Maryland.
It's not.
Maryland.
All right, so here we go. Let's
Lisa
go back.
says California.
California? Surprisingly, no.
Okay.
All right, let's go to 47. 47 is Massachusetts.
Those massholes.
Massholes, I get it. Massachusetts locals aren't exactly rude per se, but the overall indifference towards strangers can take its toll. Ignoring people isn't exactly a trait that puts all Massachusetts among the friendliest states in America. It also takes a long time to be accepted as a true Bostonian, not just a boy. Now, let me just tell you something.
We don't
Boston people are assholes, and they are real assholes. I mean, so I would almost say that 47 is too low for them. I think they should be lower or higher, whatever. They're more of an
they're ruder, so they're ahead of us in rudeness.
Correct. All right.
Josh says I would have said massholes, but he lives too close to those rubbish people.
Correct.
Rubbish. I love it.
Yeah. Well, listen, I live in state 48, 6, whatever.
Okay.
All right, let's go. Here we go. The next one, 48, Delaware. Because to be honest with you, I've worked in Delaware, and well, you know what? Northern
it's a drive-through state, really. Who fucking lives there?
Well, you call like the southern half of Delaware lower, slower Delaware, and they're your basic redneck mountain people,
hillbillies,
like West Virginia. Sorry, Red.
Oh, that's mean.
Delaware might be small.
Well, you and Red were friends, so that's
Red knows I'm kidding. You can drive across the entire state in just 90 minutes, but that doesn't exactly translate to neighborly. It is Delaware, possibly misjudged reputation as a boring, what makes our readers think it's unfriendly. Unfortunately, it's ranked as one of the least friendly states in America. 6 degrees of Joe Biden. Oh, that's true. All right, 49. This one really threw me. Arkansas. The home of Jody B.
Jody, explain your state.
Arkansas is friendly if, and emphasis on if you're a local. I thought that said white, but it says while.
Oh my God.
While that's all well and good for Arkansas residents and their good neighborly vibes, it can mean the visitors might feel like they don't quite fit in and are unwelcome.
I'm pretty sure nobody fits in down there that doesn't belong down
there. Down south, they have that thing, there's a Yankee and a damn Yankee. You know the difference between a Yankee and a damn Yankee?
No.
A Yankee is from up north. A damn Yankee is one that came down south and started living there. That's a damn Yankee.
Oh, gotcha.
They don't like Yankees.
Yeah.
All right, then the 50th
number 1
is New York.
Oh, that's no shock whatsoever,
Right.
really.
I think it's from New York City. Locals might seem a bit gruff at first, even upstate, but it is the melting pot of many cultures, and the neighborhoods in each borough of New York City have a community feel if you manage to stick to it and stick it out long enough. But don't dawdle on
Dawdle.
the
Dawdle.
Dawdle. It says D-A.
Dawdle.
Dawdle.
No, dawdle. Dawdle. Don't dawdle. Don't hang out. Don't wait. Don't wander around. Stay out of the way. Right.
Stop. Move. Get out of the way. Stop dawdling on the sidewalk.
I'm walking here.
Or holding up traffic. Taking it. Doing stuff for the gram, and they see you holding up traffic.
Oh, they do it in New York all the time. As people are everywhere in the streets.
No.
Okay, so Sparky said, "Why is the list backwards?" So basically, what it is number one was the friendliest. And did you want to?
No, I don't care.
Oh, nobody cares about number one.
I don't give a shit who the friendliest.
The link to this article, I believe, is on my Twitter feed. So if you follow, I think Duchess NJ, you can follow me, and I linked it there.
I would say that I'll put this in the show notes, but I'll probably.
But he won't.
I forget.
So I guess the 50th is the least friendliest state. So that was definitely New York. So yes. I can't remember what number one is. So it's one of those southern friendly states. People are nice down there. Stop being nice. It throws us northerners off. We can't deal with that.
Yeah,
it's too weird.
We really don't like it. All right, we got to pour one out. We lost somebody today.
All right, I'm ready.
I was a big fan, to be honest with you.
We lost two somebodies today.
Well, I don't know about the second one, but the first one I thought was amazing. This would be Bob Uecker. And I really only knew Bob Uecker from his light beer commercials. I didn't know him as a baseball player or anything like that. I didn't even know he was a baseball announcer, but I only knew him from his his light beer commercials and him on the Johnny Carson show, which he used to be hysterical. But here's one of the light beer commercials.
All right, maybe I wasn't the greatest player of all time, but fans, they forgive and forget. When I go in here, they'll be buying me my favorite beer, light beer from Miller. You, Bob Uecker? Yeah, how you doing? These fans, I love them. They know us ex-big leaguers drink light because it's less filling and it tastes great. Well, can't keep the gang waiting. Fans are always joking.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer and less.
I thought he was always so fun. I'd never seen him play baseball, but I loved him in oh my God. I just forgot Mr. Belvedere. He was Mr. Belvedere. He was the dad.
That's right. I forgot he was in. Yes. And he used to. Okay. So anyhow.
Oh, here we go. Minnesota was the friendliest, Mike says, and he knows because he follows at Duchess NJ. You should too.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Follow Duchess.
Oh, here you go. Bruce goes just a bit outside.
Just outside. Or the other one, and I never.
That's from Jersey Major League.
Oh, yeah. He was the announcer for the Indians. Yeah. Okay. So here's the other thing. There was another thing that he said, and I don't have that commercial. I couldn't find that commercial. But he's going down, and he's like, one of the things about being a former Major League player is you just call and you get tickets to any game. So he goes to sit down, and the guy goes, wait a minute, that's not there. He goes, it must be in the front row. And we used to go, must be in the front row. And I forgot where that came from until, the commercial, but I couldn't find it. I couldn't find the video.
R.I.P., man. He was great.
So, anyhow, Artie Lang and Norm Macdonald ended up hanging out with Bob Uecker one time. And Artie Lang's telling the story of this. And, just because you got to know what kind of guy he is, I love this story.
But Norm did a commercial for light beer. Okay. So it was when we were doing the Norm show. So he invited Norm out to spring training in Phoenix, Arizona. And said, look, man, come the fuck out to Arizona, man. He's a guy you hear on the TV.
Yeah, Bob Uecker.
Right, but he's so filthy when he talks. Every other word is fuck. It's unbelievable. Right. And he's one of the funniest guys I've ever met.
Right.
So Norm says to me, hey, man, let's go hang out with Uecker because he knows I'm a big fan, which was nice. So we go to Arizona, and it's the funniest 24-hour period I've ever spent. We played a round of golf with Bob Uecker, and he let us sit in the booth to listen to him announce a Brewer Cub game. Okay.
Right.
Now, he had a cough button. If you're going to cough, you hit the cough button and you're not on the air.
Sure.
So from what I remember, Norm may not remember this because he's friends with Bob Uecker. But anyway, Uecker would be announcing the baseball game.
Right.
And like a fucking jazz musician, it was unbelievable. If he saw a really hot chick in the crowd, he would hit the cough button and say something filthy about her. Then go right back to announcing the game. It was like magic. So
unbelievable. You think that's a high risk thing to be doing. That's like walking the high wire.
He would say, so he would say like this, he'd go, here's the 2-2 pitch to Sosa, ground ball to shortstop. Look at the fucking tits on that whore. Over to first base, 2 down. Yeah, and
so you must have been out of your mind, entertained, and now when you listen to him, you're wondering, like, during the spaces, what he's saying.
Howard, that's the story I told on Letterman. I cleaned it up.
Right.
And he started using like old guy words for the chicks. Like he'd go, fly ball to center field. God, I'd like to get with that trollop. That's the third out. So the other thing he did, let me tell the one other thing he did, because this is amazing.
Yeah.
He sees John Fogerty.
No, that was what I was going to
Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Let me tell that one.
All right, go ahead.
Norm.
So he sees John Fogerty, from Creedence Clearwater Revival. So he's like, "Hey man, that fucker's a rock singer." He goes, but he can get out of the sand trap like nobody's fucking business. I played in a charity tournament with him. So we're like, yeah, we know who John Fogerty is. And he goes, at the 7th inning stretch, I'll have the fucker come up and sing for you.
Fogerty's there with his kid, by the way. He's a big cub face. He's here with his 8-year-old son, John Fogerty.
Right. So we're like, no, you don't have to do that.
Right, don't get John Fogerty to sing.
Leave him alone. It's all right. We don't want him singing in front of us.
So then he gets mad at us. He goes, "Do you even know who fucking John Fogerty is?" So we go, yeah, he did Creedence Clearwater Revival. He goes, "Yeah, he did all that fucking shit." But anyway.
So what happened to him?
So that's Bob Uecker. All right. So thanks to Budweiser, he went and found the Miller Lite commercial, the one I was talking about. I've watched Major League about 800 times.
It's a great movie.
It is
really great movie.
All right. Here's the commercial I was talking about. This is Bob Uecker doing a Miller Lite commercial. These were all the rage back in the 80s.
I love these.
Late 70s, early 80s. Here we go.
You know, one of the best things about being an ex-big leaguer is getting freebies to the game. Call the front office, bingo. And once these fans recognize me, I probably won't even have to pay for my light beer from Miller. I love them. These fans know I drink light because it's less filling and it tastes great. Good seats, huh?
You're in the wrong seat, buddy. Come on.
Oh, I must be in the front row.
Come on.
Light beer from Miller. Wanted in a beer and less.
Oh, he's up in the nosebleeds.
He missed the tag. Oh my God, I love it. Yeah.
Oh
So Bob Uecker, 90 years, man. Playing with the house.
Good on him.
Good on him.
Honestly, when I saw it today, I went, wait, he was alive? Like, I honestly thought he'd passed away a few years ago.
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
Now, did you also see, we may not have anything prepared, and that's fine, was David Lynch died?
Oh.
David Lynch, he was a filmmaker. Like, he did a ton. David, are you deaf? Like, do you not hear what I'm saying?
I don't even know who David Lynch is. He really that important?
He did Twin Peaks. Yeah, he's a big director. Didn't you ever hear Twin Peaks or Dune?
I bet. No, you know what? Twin Peaks, I thought was the dumbest fucking TV show ever. I tried watching
I didn't get into it, but it was huge. It was huge.
Yeah, I don't know. It was retarded, to be honest with you. One of the dumbest TV shows, and I've never seen Dune. So, all right. Sorry, David Lynch's family.
All right.
Sorry for your loss.
Yeah, Dune was good. So
whatever.
The original Dune, I liked it. All right, I'm gonna gloss over that. All righty.
Sorry,
I don't give a shit. Look, Mike says, Red says, The Last Highway was a great movie.
I'm sure David Lynch.
Blue Velvet.
Blue Velvet. That movie blew. That's another movie that sucked. I fucking paid. You know what? That's the only movie that I've ever seen in a theater that I said, you know something? I think I'm going to go get my money back. That was the worst fucking movie ever. My God, what a fucking bore fest that was.
All right. Well, Sparky agrees with you. Has no idea.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Sure loved by millions. Yeah. Blue Velvet. BLEW. Blue.
And Bug Buggers throws in with Blue Waffle.
Yeah, it was just horrible.
Okay. All righty.
All right. Now, I got to get serious for a second here.
Uh-oh.
Because we talk a lot of politics. And on the 19th, which is a Sunday, TikTok, the Congress
Right.
can't fix fucking grocery prices. They can't fix gas prices. They can't fix a fucking thing. But what they can't shut down the border from fucking people pouring over. But the one fucking thing they could get done was they could put a ban on TikTok because the Chinese,
Not the TikTok. Oh my
they
God.
are stealing their information. Okay. Now,
no.
I can understand if you're in a business or you're in the military and you've got something, you don't want that kind of shit on your phone. I get that, whatever. But there's a whole industry. Do you know how many people are on TikTok that use it?
Lots.
170 million people are on TikTok.
Okay.
And they are fucking furious. Okay. And they are white women and Gen Zers. And they got nothing to do and all day to do it. Now, Duchess doesn't give a flying fuck about TikTok.
I don't care. I mean, I don't give a shit. So
she's not on it. She doesn't care. Now, as I've got to know Duchess, one of the things I know is she's a bubbly personality person. She's on Facebook. She's on Instagram. She's on Twitter. She's in Discords.
I am.
She's on all kinds of social media, which begs the question, why not TikTok?
I was on TikTok.
And did you quit when they told you it was stealing your information?
No, I quit a while ago. Honestly, like a few years ago.
Okay. Before the pandemic or after? Because that's when it really.
I only went on I found it
during
the pandemic.
So
so because there was nothing else to do but like watch TV and watch TikToks.
Yes.
And that's when I found it, and it was fun. It was amusing, and then after a while, so for me, it's addictive. It's a time suck, and it's because you just scroll out, and it's out, and it literally got to the point like I can't stop looking at this. So I just took it off the phone. So I stopped looking at. Yeah, I turned it off. I just stopped doing it.
I get it.
I had to cold turkey it.
and we've talked about this before. You know, there's big jiggly boob TikTok.
Oh, I don't care who puts their boobs. I don't give one shit. If you want to put your tits out, you go right ahead, girl.
There's cooking TikTok. There's hunting TikTok.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. There's Monjaro, Ozempic TikTok where they get on and
for any hobby, any interest, any kink, it's there. It's all there.
I'm going to say one thing about the Chinese. Those motherfuckers made an app. It's amazing. All right. And one of the things I think that pisses the people in America off is that they can't duplicate it. For some reason, whatever the fuck they did, whatever they did over there,
special seasoning in the code, they just
whatever. They cannot look. YouTube has shorts, Instagram has reels, Facebook has reels. It does not get the engagement in that.
That's where I end up watching TikToks.
Right, and Twitter
they're shared over there or on Twitter. So
does Twitter have stories now, or is it just you? It's in the.
It's have videos. It's just in the feed.
All right, so you have videos. All right, so we did a little experiment today. All right, I made a video, and I put it right on TikTok, and then Duchess took the video and put it on Twitter. And I got to tell you, I was really, really impressed with the amount of engagement. Now, our Boomer Bunker TikTok has like 4 videos on it. Okay,
and who runs that?
Me.
Okay. Well, I just want to be clear.
What's your?
No, just want to go. Well,
what's your issue? Because when I said we have a TikTok, and the first thing you said was, "That's yours," because I don't have TikTok and I'm not running TikTok.
Well, I don't run it, so and you're like, well, I only got 4 videos because I don't run it, so it's just too much. Yeah,
I didn't mess around with it because I'm not good with social media anyhow. I get that. But today I took a video, and I think, what was it? How long was it? It was like
3 minutes.
It was 3
long.
minutes.
Yeah.
All right. So I did a 3-minute video, and I did it at 10 o'clock. Right now, and I had less than 40 people that were following us.
Right.
Right now, that video has 512 views. It's been liked. It's been shared. It's been, and there's comments in there. I was shocked by the engagement.
Like legit, like it looks like they're legitimate comments. So
yeah, All right. So I'm thinking to myself, damn, maybe I should fuck around with TikTok some more. I scroll on it all the time. So
That's
Why
where you
not?
find your boobies, your booby girls.
Sometimes, but I'm more of a, be honest with you, right? Like I said, I figured out how when, like, if I'm tired of big breasted girls bouncing up and down or country line dancing TikTok,
When are you tired of that?
when I'm tired of that, I want to find something. I will go look for, I'll just go into the search thing and I'll type in crock pot cooking. And then they'll put some crock pot recipes and I'll go in there. That's how I found Jess from Jennison, her TikToks.
The grumpy cook.
Yeah, the grumpy cook. I love her. All right. So she's my spirit animal. So again, I found this now. 171 million people. If you take everybody that voted in the 2024 election, that's more people than voted in the entire 2024 election. I think Trump got 74,000 and Kamala got 71,000, somewhere around that. So there's like 40 million people more than even voted, and they're fucking furious.
Wait, okay.
Go ahead.
Million votes, right? Is that what you said?
Million.
All right, you said thousands. So that's how I was like,
I don't even listen.
Okay.
Million. I fucked up. Millions. Millions and millions and millions.
Chat's like millions. You mean millions, right? Million? Million?
Yes. Millions.
Just saying.
Millions.
Hey,
All right.
do you know how many people are on Facebook?
How many people on Facebook?
Over 3 billion.
Oh, real? Oh. Yes. I think it is something like that. Yeah, but you know something? Facebooks are for the olds. It's like, for my generation and your generation, the kids aren't on Facebook. Millions and millions. They because the olds don't know how to do anything else. They're not going to go to the TikTok. Some do, but not many. They're there and they get to share. It's like, hey, I just saw a dog running around. Anybody's dog out there? And they got the little community thing where, in their town where they bitch about everything. And
Facebook has its place. I think it does. I mean, clearly, there's over 3 billion people on it. So, I mean, it obviously suits a need. It's good for businesses if they maintain it properly. It's a good outreach.
You get no engagement, none. I put that video on Facebook. It gets dick and bubble gum, and they're all out of bubble gum.
Okay.
The thing about TikTok is it gets engagement, right?
Unless you get what is it, shadow banned or whatever? Yeah,
I guess. Now
I don't know. I'm not on it, so
here's the we've established.
No, my point
is that Duchess is not on TikTok. The tickety talk. She's not on. So we've established that. So she's not really talking from experience.
Okay.
Correct? Okay. So anyhow,
I don't know what you want me to say. Okay.
I'm sorry, I locked up there. All right. So
okay.
Because when you sit there and you say stuff to me, you throw me the fuck off when you say we've established that you're not on TikTok, and I don't know why you kind of keep telling us that, but okay.
Because you throw little jabs out, like, well, if you're new, like you zing it a bit. So I'm gonna just be like, okay.
Not everything's about you. I'm not.
You're talking to me.
Well, I'm talking to you. Okay.
I'm talking
to you, but I'm not talking about you.
Well, I know you're.
All right. Okay.
Go ahead. Do you want me to shut my mic so I don't bother you while you rant?
I just don't understand why everything's a personal attack to you.
Well, we're talking. It's not an attack. I don't think of it as an attack.
Millions
all right, go ahead.
And millions and millions of people. Listen, Bob, you pull that fucking mic back to where it's supposed to be right now.
I can. We're talking? You're talking to me?
Yes.
You talking to me?
Yes, I am. So the ladies are furious. Moving right along, they are furious because there's millions and millions, and the white women are really, really mad.
Never have I been so convinced that Americans are burnt out on fucks to give. Okay? We have also never been so willing to fuck around and find out because we all just flooded Red Note.
All right, Red Note, for those that don't know, is that the Chinese, they have TikTok for us, but for their people, they have Red Note, which is called it's called It's got some kind of Chinese name. I forget what it is. But anyhow, it's called like the Little Red Book. So now all these white women are like, yeah, fuck you. Guess what? We're going to Red Note. So that all these Americans started flooding and downloading the Red Note app on their phones. And there's a million miles between those eyebrows. All right, here we go. So anyhow, stop it with the chat. I can't get you're confusing me.
All right, I'm not allowed to put up the chat.
No, you can. I have to
right.
maintain focus. Focus, Johnny son. Focus. So they all ran over. Nobody ever heard of Red Note before. It went from like obscurity to number 6 at the App Store right now. And it's climbing. So now the Congress is like, fuck, what are we going to do? Because that's really, really China. That's the CCP app that they let the Chinese people do it. All right. So they're nuts. Now, here's the other problem. China doesn't want these filthy Americans with their filthy democracy and their filthy Western values coming in there and polluting. They don't want to start the Americans. They don't want them to start getting the Chinese all up in arms and want freedom and shit.
Let them start thinking and stuff. Yeah.
Right. So the first thing that they did was they wanted to stake and put all these American people on a different server. So we don't want to mix races. You know what I mean? We want to keep
it's segregated.
Yeah, segregation. They believe in segregation.
I don't blame them.
So, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, I get it, but I was on TikTok the other night. I'm scrolling, and these ladies, they are pissed, and I don't blame them. Number one, but a lot of people make a lot of money on this app. Like, you get views and all. And I was like, well, how much can you make on this app? Here's a teacher. And she went and she's giving you all the stats, what she made last year on TikTok. This might change your mind, Duchess.
With y'all how much I made from TikTok in each month of 2024 as a smaller creator. For reference, I have almost 300,000 followers, and I better hit 300,000 followers before this ban goes through. But I get a lot of questions on this, and I figured since this app might get banned, I might as well share. I'm a little neurotic about tracking my income, and I like to do it all on paper. So that's why everything's here. In January, I made $11,700
a month. $11,700 a month.
Mm-hmm. That's
a lot of money. Like, in other words, that's raise a family money.
I hope she's paying taxes, because she certainly just.
Yeah, well, I'm sure.
I think at that level you have to, because you can't just have 11. You can't just have a monthly income.
Okay.
Let's see, like another $100,000 drifting in. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
In February, my account was hacked, but I still made $2,271. In March, I made $6,307. In April, I made $4,626. In May, I made $4,229. In June, I made $9,941. In July, I made $5,800. In August, I made $1,600. In September, I made $9,789.
Yeah, back to school, she makes more money.
In October, I made $9,211. In November, I made $7,540. And in December, I made $4,190. So yeah, if this app goes for real, I'm going to be a little sad, a little broke, a little back to living on my teacher's salary, which is not the funnest thing to do. But yeah, this is why we shouldn't be on TikTok. I know so many teachers that have been able to make a second income with this app, and it's just, honestly, this app is one of the best things to happen to my life. I never made an account on here. I never started posting on here.
All right, so Red's asking, what's she do? She's a teacher, and she talks about teaching and stuff. And then the lady, Jess from Jennison, she is somebody that...
She angry cooks.
She angry cooks.
She hates her family.
Right. They're not just taking and shaking their boobs and stuff like that. There's a lot of people that are on here that have a following for whatever reason. There's a guy that I follow. All right. He's a farmer from Arkansas, and he's got a bull named Rufus.
I wonder if Jody knows him. Don't they all know each other in Arkansas?
Yeah, everybody in Arkansas knows each other.
Jody, do you know that guy?
Jody, you know that guy from Arkansas that has the bull Rufus and Redford and Rufus. And he goes in there and he takes videos of this bull, and he's got a huge account. So I'm sure he's making that. Oh, that's the other thing. Because not only do they have that, but they have like a Cash App or a Venmo attached to it. It's his cousin. It's Jody's cousin. So they have a Cash App, and then people start sending him money like, hey, why don't we I would like to see Rufus get, better feed and a big hay bale and stuff like that. And then, what else they like to do is his daughter, because they raised Rufus from a little tiny bull, little tiny bull, bottle fed. The Rufus loves his daughter. So his daughter comes in, feeds him donuts and cookies and shit like that.
Oh, the shit you feed bulls, yeah.
It's millions and millions and millions of views. And I'm sure he's making money too.
Well, remember the guy who had the squirrel that they killed?
Yeah, but he was on different, like he was on Facebook. Well, he's probably on, he was on TikTok.
He was on TikTok.
Yeah, he was on TikTok, the squirrel and the raccoon.
And the raccoon, they got murdered.
Right.
Yeah, Kathy Hochul.
Right. And the people came in and they, like fucking trolls do.
They slaughtered his side money.
Yeah, so now he's
Peanut. Thank you, Sparky. Yeah.
Not only did he do that, but see, him and his wife had an OnlyFans, so they used the squirrel to lure people to their OnlyFans.
It's creepy.
Squirrel.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Red says, is she teaching school in her birthday suit?
No. She's very
legit. It's legit.
You know me, I research. I went back and I watched her videos, and she was talking about school and what her students do and what her students say, and funny stories about her students and stuff like that.
So she would have to get permission from the school district, because a lot of schools don't allow you to have that kind of social media presence.
I have no idea. I'm just telling you what her content. I don't know what she did, it doesn't matter. All right.
Jody says, easy money is easily lost. Sorry, kids.
Yeah, but it's a nice little side job.
Well, it's good while it lasts. Yeah.
And listen, in this economy, okay, well, why the fuck why are they banning it? Why are they banning it?
I don't know.
I don't know either. All right. But they're saying because the Chinese, they have to sell it. So here is, and they're so fucking mad at Congress over this. Watch this.
Okay.
TikTok will be banned unless it is sold.
Senator Blumenthal, I mean this in the most
I want to back this up a little bit. This guy, I watched him.
He looks like a ghoul, by the way.
Yeah.
Richard
I don't
Blumenthal.
trust anybody when they talk. You can see their bottom teeth.
He's hanging them out.
Oh, he's got his bottom teeth showing. He's got his lip over. His bottom teeth are sticking out. I don't like this guy. I saw him during the Senate confirmation hearings.
He's a little creepy.
Yeah, he's a little creepy. And this lady's having none of it.
Unless it is sold.
Senator Blumenthal, I mean this in the most disrespectful way possible. Get bent. I don't trust a word that comes out of your mouth because you used my family and their tragedy for political gain. You took the most devastating thing that happened in my life and used it to pass laws and then to get reelected. You asked me to help you get reelected, remember? And recently, when I emailed your office about tax cuts for veteran families, I heard nothing back, not even a stock response. Now you want to take away a source of income for my family and millions of others in the United States over threats that haven't even been realized. The only threat to our society is our government, and I put you at the top of that list.
She's pissed. The government. They want it gone because they're eating Facebook's lunch and X's lunch. They're eating their lunch. So again, I think that's very much part of it. But they're not going quietly into the night.
I don't think it's going to get pulled. I think there'll be an 11th hour save. I think something's going to come up.
Because this guy here goes on a Jamingo.
It's a threat to our national security. No, the fuck it's not. You want me to tell you how the fuck I know? Because that would imply that the federal government actually gives a flying fuck about you. And they don't. And I can prove it. If they did, people wouldn't die because they can't afford fucking health insurance. If they cared, kids wouldn't get shot in their fucking classrooms. If they gave one single fucking shit, they'd stop sending billions of fucking dollars to foreign countries while 32,000 American veterans who fought for this country and its freedoms don't have a fucking pot to piss in. They never cared about you. They're scared of you. They're scared of what you and me can do together. And you know what? They fucking should be. It was never about national security. If there's one fucking thing that you can take away from this whole fucking debacle, it's that they never gave a fuck about you. Right wing, left wing, same fucking bird.
There you go. That's a Jamingo, baby.
Well, when it's a Chinese company, it's not really doing what. It's not following, I guess, American rules or American anything. They can't grab it, so they'll ban it.
Oh, okay.
Right? Am I right? Like, I don't know. I don't know enough about TikTok. I really don't. But
you don't know that much about it? That's okay.
All right, I will stop fucking discussing it with you because I'm trying to weigh in. Don't be a dick. I'm trying to weigh in, but I don't know because I don't know all the facts. I'm clarifying it, but you're busting my balls on it.
You know, listen, when I first thought about this, I was like, you know what? They don't need our information and all that. And then I saw this and I was like, so let me play this and then we'll discuss.
Great point. If it's so dangerous for China to own an app because it's a threat to our data, then why do they allow them to make our phones, internet routers, modems, home security devices, cameras, tablets, smart home devices, computers? Literally every single device that stores our data. That doesn't make sense. What a great
thoughts.
Okay.
So first of all, don't tell me about your data because they make everything else. They make your iPhone, they make your home router, my computer, they make all
Alexa.
Yeah, all that stuff. They make it all. And nobody bitches, they don't bitch about that. So you know who they're pissed at? They're pissed at what's his name? The guy from Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg. Matter of fact, they're calling him
Zuckerberg. Yeah.
They're calling him Zuckerberg right now. And they are en masse deleting Facebook, deleting Instagram, WhatsApp, anything that has to do with Meta. They're all getting rid of it.
Deactivate, delete, defund Meta. Here's my puppy to grab your attention. We now know,
I think your kitty would work better, but I digress.
Allegedly for legal purposes, that Zuckerberg is behind the TikTok ban and that our politicians were not only bought with his money and other interest groups, but they also likely have stock in Meta. And so they're going to benefit twice from shutting down TikTok. A lot of you use Meta apps for essential communications for your businesses or your support groups. If you need those apps, I'm not going to ask you to delete them, but please consider deactivating them between January 19th and January 26th at the least. If that's not possible, consider changing your settings. I'll link below to make it so that Facebook and Meta cannot profit from your information in the same way. And if you can, delete the apps, get off, defund.
I mean, they're pissed. And I would love to see this. Remember what happened with Bud Light when a bunch of consumers get together? 170 million people have this app.
And a year later, Kid Rock's drinking Bud Light on stage. So it doesn't fucking matter. It's like saying, we're going to protest the gas tax. Nobody buy gas tomorrow, but people will be buying gas in 3 days. So like, it doesn't fucking matter. So unless people clearly get rid of it, which they're not going to, you know, I think some people will delete it. And I think other people will go, yeah. And they won't.
It's driving the stock price down. And here's the other thing. People are asking how to short Meta stock. So if people start shorting this and then other people start, remember, I don't know how many years ago when we were sitting there wondering who was going to win, MySpace or Facebook.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
Just saying. I mean, it's interesting because I'll be honest with you. I barely go on Facebook anymore. I don't really go. I maybe go once every other day or something like that. I don't find anything in there that interests me. I find more. I get my news from TikTok. I scroll a lot. I get my news from Twitter, X. I don't go on Instagram. I don't really use it. Red rather have MySpace. Yeah, that was back. Remember when they used to make your pages and you had the glitter thing for bands and shit? Poor Tom. What's wrong with Tom?
That was like the profile like when you first got.
Oh,
yeah, remember?
I forgot. Tom was my only friend on.
See,
my
Tom
Facebook.
never would have let us down.
Tom would have let us down. That fucking Mark.
Bruce says Tom was my only friend.
Yeah, cuck.
And MySpace would be great for podcasters. It would.
It might not. Yeah, it might be. To be honest with you, I think
Is it
that's
even still around? It's music now, right? Or is it? I don't know.
Who knows? Do you know anybody has a
I don't know.
account? I don't even know. Does it? Can you get? I had a MySpace account. I
Who
wouldn't be able
didn't?
to
I
find
guess.
it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know how to get to it, to be honest with you. So saying that, I think that Congress is going to now. The person that they're really mad at is Senator Tom Cotton from Arkansas, because he's like, we're not moving this back, and that's it.
Wow.
We're getting rid of it. And then Mr. Wonderful from what's that show called?
Shark Tank.
Shark Tank.
So Leary. Yeah.
Yeah, he wants to buy it, and then China's like, oh, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
You don't have enough money.
Fuck you, round eye. We don't. And so I'll be honest with you. This is the latest development. The Supreme Court, it's before the Supreme Court to see if it's constitutional. That's number one. They say that the Supreme Court is about ready to uphold the ban. But the Biden administration is out of here in 4 days.
I know.
Right? It's the ban goes in effect on the 19th, the day before the inauguration. So the Biden administration is like, listen, we're not going to enforce it. We're not going to fine the App Store. We're not going to fine Google stores. Oh, thank you, Sparky. You like my Chinese accent? They're going to not fine them. And then the Trump administration is like, you know what? We don't need this shit. We don't need to, why are you throwing this on my plate at the last minute?
Well, there you go.
So I think, to be honest with you, I don't think it's going anywhere either.
That's what I
because
said.
it'll piss too many off. Now, remember, there was a state senator from South Jersey who was also the president of the Senate in New Jersey. His name was Steve Sweeney. 2 years before his election, he decided to raise the gas tax 32 cents per gallon. And everybody had a shit fit. We were all calling about it. We called our senators and freeholders and everybody, mayors, we called everybody about this. A big phone campaign. And they raised it anyhow. And we said, listen, you motherfucker, we are not forgetting this. You think that in 2 years we're going to forget about this? But and I said this because I was pissed. I said, right before your election, I'm going to remind everybody how much when you raise this fucking tax, because you figured you had 2 years to do this. And he's got his campaign going on. And there was a guy in Salem County. He was a truck driver. He spent $500 on his fucking campaign. And we booted Steve Sweeney out. And that guy was the new senator of his district. And he hasn't been back since. Now, they say he might run for governor.
Well, it's more to make a statement. And it made a statement for sure that people had enough.
Enough. And I think that's what's going on here.
Right.
This might be the fuse that's lit where people are like, fuck you, fuck this government. They see what's going on in California.
What are all the purple hairs going to do if they get rid of TikTok? Where are they going to go?
Where are they going to
yell?
They're not going back to Facebook. See, Mark Zuckerberg thinks they're all going to go back to Facebook. They hate Facebook. First of all,
they haven't been on Facebook. They were never on Facebook.
The reason they got off of Facebook because Facebook wants your real name and everything. And these kids want to be anonymous. They want to be able to be.
You can make up a name for Facebook.
Yes, of course. Yeah. I know. I have one.
Oh, they have Blue Sky. That's what Jason says. They have Blue Sky.
Listen, I'm not even trying.
That's a hot mess over there.
I wouldn't last 15 minutes over there. So
I don't even bother with that one. Yeah.
Right.
X is more fun. It's like the Wild West though, but
definitely more fun now that I got my account back. But even X, like there's some things that Elon Musk is for and everybody else is against, and they're attacking Elon Musk. And he's like, guess what? You're blue check. You lose a check mark. You lose a check mark.
He don't care.
Right. And
you don't give a fuck. Like,
right. You don't give a
whatever.
Fuck.
You don't, I don't like it. Bye.
Exactly.
Leave.
Which I be honest with you, when you're talking about something that's supposed to be a free speech platform,
seriously,
as long as you're on his side, then it's free speech. But if you're not,
yeah,
I don't really agree with that. You should be able to take your fucking lumps. Hey,
Well, I think he lets people take their lumps. I don't
Yeah,
think he doesn't take away people's right to free speech. He may question it
You can't
because I
make
see a
him
lot
run.
of things he responds to, which I think is pretty fucking funny.
But he
So,
also takes away where you can't make any money from his platform.
well.
People are making thousands of dollars a month on that platform too. People that have a lot of followers and shit. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing wrong. I'm a really good follow over on Twitter, X, whatever. I think. But yeah, I don't think it's about Chinese stealing your data. I think it's that
money.
Too many people are over there. They're
Money and
taking
power. It always
They're
comes down to
also
that.
saying that and I've never bought anything off the TikTok shop.
Oh, I don't. Fuck that.
Okay, but they say that the TikTok shop is eating into Amazon, from what I understand. I don't know that.
Probably. Yeah.
Because I've never tried it.
So's Temu or all that. I mean, it's all of that.
Yeah, Temu. I'm a
I
little
won't
leery.
shop on those.
I won't either.
I can only handle so many new debit cards.
Yeah, exactly.
A year. I just can't be bothered.
So what I am going to do is I'm going into the Facebook and I'm going to go in and I'm going to turn off all the things that they're supposed to watch. Here's one thing about TikTok. I've never talked about something to somebody and then turned on TikTok and got an advertisement for it without searching it. I have on Instagram and I have on Facebook. That's creepy. That's creepy if you start talking about wheelbarrows and then all of a sudden
Mike shows up.
Yeah. And then Mike shows up with one
wheelbarrow full of dicks.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you start talking about that and all of a sudden you get an advertisement for wheelbarrows, you're like, what the fuck? I didn't search wheelbarrows. I don't even know how that happened. So don't tell me that these fucking phones aren't sitting.
And here's Mike. Look, you're talking about him. Here he is.
Don't tell me these things aren't listening the whole time. Of course they're listening.
Of course they're listening.
The lady over here in the puck, she's listening all the time. If I say her name, she jumps right on it. So, we want convenience. We want to be able to do that. We want to be able to get in our car and say, hey, so-and-so, call this number, and it calls hands-free. We like that. We like that part about it, but it's always listening. So what do you
Because it has to, because that's the way you've set it up.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think it does anyhow.
Well,
all
that's
right.
or people have to learn to shut shit off. Like the thing is you can turn off a lot. You have to adjust your privacy settings on almost every app, and most people don't. So
right now,
you have to really pay attention to what
they
is
just
sneaky.
had an update on the iPhones, and with that has Apple Intelligence on it, and that thing is really scary. That is really scary, and not only that, but they made it. They embedded it so much that you have to go into every app and turn it off on every. And again, Apple, keep fucking around because people are like, you know what? I'm not going to do this. But what are you going to go to? You're going to go to an.
I was going to say, what are you going to go to? A Google phone?
Yeah, you're going to go to a Google phone or
no,
an
thank
Android?
you. Yeah, no thanks.
So anyhow, there's a petition out right now. Keep TikTok, protect national security without sacrificing opportunity. If you have a petition with over 100,000 signatures on it, Congress has to take a look at it. Right now, it's got 216,385 as of right now.
So change.org has all your contact information too. I know. Well, it's just one more.
Right.
Just one more. So.
The Protecting Americans from Foreign Adversity Control Applications Act, which takes effect January 19, 2025, aims to ban foreign-controlled apps like TikTok in order to address national security concerns. While national security is highly important, we believe the law is not the best way to achieve that goal. So it goes through everything here. It's an interesting read. If I remember, I will put this in the show notes where you can go over and sign it if you want to.
Okay.
Doug just won't because she doesn't like TikTok, which is her prerogative. Right?
I suppose.
Okay.
Every time I answer something about TikTok, you're like, well, you don't have it. So
I can't, you know what? I can't.
I can't win. I can't win because you fucking razz me. So if I talk about TikTok, you go, well, you don't have TikTok. And then I say, well, I don't have TikTok. Well, we all know you don't have TikTok. So now I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if TikTok goes away. Yeah. Well, I don't give a shit. Well, that's your answer then, buddy.
Okay.
Wayne.
All right.
Changing the subject now.
Did you know that in Oakland, they are closing a supermarket. Why do you think they're closing a supermarket?
I know why.
Did you put this story up?
No, well, you did, but I looked through it a bit. But yeah, it's pretty bad if you got to shut down a supermarket.
You have to shut down the whole supermarket.
Which is tough, especially if that's the only place where people can get food. And I'll call it like a food desert. Some areas do have. I mean, I'm very lucky. I could throw a rock and hit like 5 different supermarkets and then Walmart and Target and all. Like, there's a lot of options here, but some places don't always have those.
All right, it's a Safeway supermarket now. There's not much there, so the people there, I guess it would be the
locals,
the local government is very upset, and they demand that this store stay open. Sparky's getting ahead of the story here. He says, "That's question mark."
Not playing. We're demanding. We're not requesting. We're demanding. We're not urging you. We're demanding you. And we want all the new supervisors to understand this can be a beautiful relationship or a sour relationship.
What the fuck are you going to do? Burn it down?
Well, what if this community has had so many issues? If the supermarket's had so many issues within this community that they're shutting down, I would think that they have not had a lot of support from officials in this community, because I don't think you just decide to close it. I think that this has been going on a while, and they've had no assistance or help or support from police or officials. So they go, fuck yous.
Right.
They don't have to keep it open.
You Democrats are robbing us blind. We can't make any money here. You tall people.
Oh my God. Okay.
So the shelves of the store are bare.
Look at the shelves in the store. They're empty. They didn't even leave a fucking crumb. The mice, the mice, and the rats are starving to death in this fucking place.
The critters.
There ain't a fucking crumb on the shelf.
Newly elected Fillmore supervisor Bilal Mahmood says
Bilal?
Can you roll that back? I need to hear that name one more time.
Guilty.
Oh my God.
Mahmood says produce and meat are now. Supervisor Bilal Mahmood says produce and meat.
Bilal Mahmood. Wow.
Bilal Mahmood. Bilal Mahmood.
Are now gone, but prescription services will continue until the store's closure on February 7th.
Wow.
Yeah. You know
that looks like COVID. Like, do you remember when the supermarkets were empty in COVID?
Right.
Which I'd never seen before, ever. It was completely ridiculous. Go ahead.
Because they're robbing the place blind, and you're allowing it up to $950. Why would people pay for shit?
That's a lot of mac and cheese.
This is why Democrats, why you get your asses kicked in 2024, because when fucking Barack Obama got in 2008, 2008, 2008, and then
the numbers still work. Okay.
And 2012. And then, and then Trump got in, and then we saw what was happening. And then you put Biden in, and then shit started going downhill again. We're like, we've seen this fucking movie. We want something back. We want to get back to where there's common sense. You can't let people rob the fucking store blind and think they're going to stay there. They are not. And you did this community a fucking disservice by allowing them to get robbed blind. Now they got no fucking place to go get groceries. And it's
actually, it's terrible for the community. I mean, people need to be able to obviously food shop and feed their families. And I don't know where the next closest available supermarket is for folks in that area, but that's rough. I mean, some people, that's all you got.
I know.
And it's heartbreaking. That's really sad. And
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, perhaps if the officials don't stand outside the store and berate the corporation, maybe you try to have a sit-down meeting and see how you can keep them here.
Right.
But standing outside, we demand, that's not how it's going to work. That's not it. That's not how you work out a solution to a clear problem. And that's what's sad, is that's how people communicate. It's this or nothing.
Well,
you will do this, you will do that. Yeah.
The liberals I think they're working on the wrong things. I really do. Instead of taking and trying to uplift the Black community, to uplift the people that are trying to do right by their community, what they're doing is they're going in and they're bringing back the criminal element. Now, I don't know if you've heard this, but Bill Gates is supposedly bringing George Floyd back.
Microsoft has brought George Floyd back to life. 50 years of fentanyl research have given us the first AI-integrated, fully sentient nigga bot with 6 million megahertz per negro-second processing speeds. Pregnant women detection software, hyper-strengthened carbon fiber neck upgrades, counterfeit money printer with direct auto buys into Floyd AI coin on Solana, perfected 3-point jump shot integration with a NeuroFlex data hustle chip.
Are you fucking crazy? You're gonna make him too powerful.
Galaxy gas plasma burners, gang sign translating software, Fent reactor mining cryptocurrency while you sleep. He is the only AI nigga bot capable of driving a Dodge Hellcat while shooting full auto Glocks. This cyborg nigga is not to be fucked with.
Wow. You know, you see the amazing things that technology can do, right?
Yes.
And then there's that. And then there's that. Really? That's the best we can do.
Like someone hit the Duchess with a snowball.
I'm so disappointed. Really. That's just fucking awful. That's just awful.
So every once in a while, I got to throw one in for me.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Poor you. Poor you. I don't get anything.
Well, let's find out what the comments say. What happened to the comments? I don't know. Sparky, God damn it, it's moving so fast. Sparky Toaster said, AI gotta love it.
Oh, I don't like these comments at all.
Oh my God, Jody, I can't even put that up.
I don't put that up.
Sparky said, did he say? Yes, he did, Sparky. Yes,
Yeah, he did say N-word, but yeah, he did.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
These are jokey jokes, folks.
I know. I don't like those jokey jokes.
I know you don't. That's why I didn't put it up on the real board. That's why
This is what we're going to talk about. This is the shit I'm going to tell Duchess I'm doing. And then this is the real board. Yeah.
Every once in a while, there's another note that says notes for John.
Yeah. It's funny. Is you always say, well, I'm ADD. I don't have attention. You have clear attention to the details for that.
Sometimes.
Amazing. Amazing.
Bruce says N-word.
No, don't. I don't like that.
Geez. Budweiser says when George died, he suffered an immediate. Oh my goodness. Woo-wee. Jody says I'm a monotasker. Yes, I am. All right. Duchess gets.
I don't.
Haha, Duchess never gets to see the real agenda. No, she does not.
I don't.
Every once in a while, I got to spring something on because I love the reactions. Like Mike will go and pull this when it all of a sudden comes up, and you see her like she violently went back in her chair, like somebody took a swing at her.
I don't like it. Yeah, disavow, like Jody says, disavow, disavow,
disavow.
Oh my God.
All right. Speaking of common sense, one of the things that,
here, okay,
common sense.
Go ahead. John Domingo has the stage for common sense. There you go.
Oh, Bob says he's getting Chick-fil-A. Bob's getting Chick-fil-A. Filet. Good. Good on you. Yes, Louise, you can make a John N-word bot when I die. I would like that.
Yuck. Okay.
I could finally dunk a basketball. That would be all right. I love the way Duchess is seeing the comments.
I don't like this. All right. Bruce says, when is it story time with Duchess? And then Dean says, are there any more books?
No books tonight, you filthy perverts. All right. Now, you know how I feel about bags in New Jersey. We're not allowed to have bags for groceries in New Jersey.
You can have bags. They just won't give them to you.
Well, yeah, right. But you got to call.
Where did the paper bags go?
Paper or plastic? That was your option back in the day. You banned plastic bags. Where did the paper bags go? Why is my only option now to either purchase a bag or bring back bags that I have already previously purchased? Which, let's just be honest, I'm not going to do. Don't ask me why. I don't have a good answer.
Lazy.
That's besides the point. It feels like you're taking advantage of the situation that you put us in. Living in the state, you're already paying pretty much top dollar to survive. Property taxes, that's a whole nother complaint department that's way up here. We could do that another time. This is simple. This is small. Bags. Where did they go? Paper bags. Bring them back.
I agree with him.
I get paper bags. There's stores I've gone in where I've gotten paper bags.
Well, I don't go to the...
They're expensive.
Right. You have to pay. Buy them, right?
Well, but they're expensive to process. Like they cost
when
a lot of money.
I go to the grocery store. When I have groceries delivered, I usually get my groceries from Wawa, and you get this little plastic bag right here. It's got handles, and it's made out of 10 times the amount of plastic that a little tiny plastic.
I know. They're still plastic. Yeah.
Right. Still plastic. But, and I've got hundreds of them. And I'm not lying when I say I got fucking hundreds of them in this house. I got bags of bags.
Get rid of them.
I'm going to.
Okay.
I had enough. But now we've changed. Okay. We couldn't have the small plastic bags anymore.
All right.
I ordered groceries.
I drink. Go ahead.
Yeah, have a drink. So I ordered groceries today. This is what the fuck came in. Look at this fucking thing. This is the new Walmart bag. Look the size of this fucking.
Why are your groceries in a plastic shipping bag?
Every one. I had 7 of these fucking bags today. They put like 3 things in them. All right.
I've never seen that.
What a size. Look at it.
Yes, put the plastic bag over your head, John.
What a
hold it tight at your neck. I heard that's good for you.
Is ridiculous?
Oh my god.
They were little tiny bags. You went and got them.
Do you pay for those?
I don't fucking know. I have no idea.
Look at your receipt. Yeah.
You get a little tiny. I don't look.
Well, I'm just curious. They charge you for the other ones.
I know.
Right, go ahead.
So I see these things. The bags before were little tiny ones. You used to get them and you'd ball them up and you'd put them in a little trash can in your bathroom and then you would take it and wrap it up, throw it away. It was like a 2-use bag. This fucking thing, a line of trash can. How the fuck?
You put it in your kitchen garbage can.
Dumbest motherfucking governor I've ever seen in my entire life. He took, we can't have fucking plastic straws. But that fucking thing put a toothpaste, a toothbrush, and an apple in that fucking thing and leaves it at my doorstep. Are you fucking kidding me? I can't get rid of this fucking bucktooth beaver motherfucker fast enough. I would love to see him out on the street. I would love to see him on the street. I would
take one of his bags.
I would berate that motherfucker up one side. I say, you got to be the dumbest motherfucker I've ever seen in my entire life. How the fuck did you go from a little tiny plastic bag that I get a plastic container? Everything is in plastic in a fucking store, but I can't have a plastic bag. I can't have a plastic straw because some motherfucker found a turtle with a straw in his nose. And we got to save the fucking turtles. This is what I'm talking about. This is why we have Donald Trump as the 47th president of the United States, because the Democrats are one of them dumber than the next. Dumb. Not all, some. But the ones that are dumb are fucking morons. And to sit there and actually try to defend that. Defend that. Yeah, Turtle's out there sniffing crack, gets a straw stuck in his fucking nose, and now I got to drink paper straws out of paper straws.
Oh, there's your next TikTok video.
Bullshit.
I don't disagree with you. I think that I'm curious to know if you go back and look in your app, however you order, see if you were charged for those bags.
Hang on.
Because I'm very curious, because they charge you whatever cents for those shitty little blue handle bags.
Mm-hmm.
So Jody says Jamingo wins fatality.
Let me see if I can
check in real time. So when I go shopping, I keep the bags in my car, so I just bring them back in. But I always find it funny that when they shop, they're like, I left the bags in the car. I'm like, well, you can just stand outside and load them in the bags in the car. So, but yeah, it's fucking frustrating though. It is super annoying.
Oh, and here's the other thing. I live really close to a busy road. Mm-hmm. And I have problems when they put things on the front step. People can stop, jump out of the car, 3 steps,
Right.
they can grab it. And I have a sign on the front of my door. Do not deliver groceries to the front of this. Please deliver to the back door. This asshole
Left
took
it.
15 fucking bags and put them on my front step. So I got to try to go get them. All right, so let me see if I can.
Can you? How do they do that? Like, can't you? You should like get the caution tape and just X off the area and make them go to the back.
How about we find somebody that can speak fucking English and
Well, they don't.
follow fucking
They don't
expect-
fucking care. They dumped it and they run. If you at least give them a caution tape, at least maybe that might stop. So Josh says grocery stores around here used to be able to use the boxes that the supplies came in, but then they made more money recycling the cardboard, so they went back to plastic.
Yeah. For some reason, I can't
right.
seem to
I
get
would-
it. Let's
I
see. If
wouldn't
it'll-
worry.
hold on. Wait a minute. Wait. Here we go. All right. So
You should have taken pictures of how they showed up because I would love to.
I have a picture, but I don't want to show the front of my house because.
Oh.
It's just as a subtotal and savings. It doesn't really tell me. I get free delivery from the store.
Right.
I gave this motherfucker a $12 tip.
Oh, fuck that! I wouldn't give him. Well, did he pack it and deliver it, or is he just the? I guess
He delivered it. I don't. It doesn't really tell me. Doesn't really tell me anything in here. So extra tip. I wish I could take some of it back.
Well, it's not his fault. That's how that's how they tell him to do it. I mean,
no, I have it. I have it on the app. Delivered to the back door.
Well,
Don't-
no, that yeah.
On the front door that says, "Please don't put anything here."
Oh, well.
And they can't figure that the fuck out.
Luis says, if I saw that sign on your door, I'd put it under your deck.
In the back, that's fine. I'll go.
You
under
could drag it out of the back.
But I don't, listen, this is how it started. One time, I had something delivered from Amazon, and I'm waiting for it. So it shows up at Amazon. It's delivered. You get a little text. It's delivered. I go, oh, cool. So I go up. I open up the front door just to see a guy jumping into his car with my fucking box.
Motherfucker.
I had a fucking gun. I would have shot him right in the fucking pumpkin. Motherfucker. Yeah, they follow the fucking UPS trucks.
They do. They follow him and just grab
Follow
him.
them to get the shit. It's insane. My back door is very easy to find. I'll have you know, Sparky
yeah.
Toast.
Mike, there's a drop. 117.
All right.
See, Jody goes, that's a drop.
That's a drop. All right.
Thank you.
There's a guy. He's one of the alphabet community.
Okay.
And he's a member of he's been elected as a committee person in some city or something.
All right.
And he can't go to work anymore because he's been misgendered. This has to stop. This guy's looking for a payday. Here's the story.
City councilor filing a complaint with Worcester's Office of Diversity,
Worcester, Massachusetts.
Of course.
Right, here we go.
Equity and Inclusion, and they're taking a month-long break. They say it's for emotional and mental.
They say. You think it's more than one, but it's not. It's a
They, him.
It's a
her.
they, them.
It's a they, them.
All right. So, and he filed a complaint with the DEI.
Oh my God.
Good. Get it out now because that shit's going the fuck away.
It is going to go away.
It's going away. So enjoy your DEI vacation.
Till safety. Worcester City Councilor at Large Tu Nguyen taking a month-long mental health break, accusing the mayor and council of a toxic culture. Nguyen uses the pronouns they, them, and says it's not safe to show up to meetings in person.
Sorry.
I really, really wished I felt safe enough to show up on the council floor.
Oh
But I
my
don't.
God.
Last night, when talking about
See, that's why I
Stop
said
that.
I'll be honest with you.
It's so easy to phone in shit like that. Just be like, I feel sad and they're mean to me, so I need a month off with pay.
Yeah, I need a month. I'll be honest with you. So sitting there with this terrorist,
Give up your first of all, stop. Well, I don't know what the fuck they wear. It's plaid with stripes, and it's a whole hot fucking mess of
it's the
colors.
Pakistani. It's the Pakistani.
Is that what they were? I can't. There's so many patterns. I can't even distinguish it.
I really, really wished I felt safe enough to show up on the council floor. but I don't.
Last night, when talking about remote participation, Nguyen accused the mayor and another counselor, Kathleen Toomey, of using the wrong pronouns. Nguyen also says Counselor Candy Merrow Carlson repeatedly called them it.
I have.
All right, well, that's shitty, but that's very specific. But taking a month off, well, you don't call any human it. They're not an it; they're a person. Like,
I can be honest with you.
Just use their fucking name.
Looking at they them right here, I can't tell if it's a he or she. It's got a he's voice, but very feminine.
Face transphobia with being misgendered.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think that anybody has a problem finding this guy's back door either.
And recently learned that I have been dehumanized to a point where I'm being referred to as it by my colleagues on this council.
All right. Well, so it's shitty to call somebody it. I agree with that. I mean, dehumanized? Some old fucking Karen who's being a bitch. Yeah. But like to be like, they're mean to me, and like, no, stop that. Act like a fucking adult. Like, be a grown up. That you're on the fucking council, for fuck's sake. Act at that level, and then take it up. There's ways to go and process shit. I don't know.
They're
mean. Well, I don't like that. I personally don't care for that, and I would be mad about that too.
Well, don't act like an it. Stop acting like an it. You won't get called an it. For fuck's sake.
Counselor Toomey says early on when the counselor was elected, I did make an honest error in addressing the counselor and may have done so a few times, for which I apologized. There has never been any intentional or consistent misgendering. I have been mindful to address the counselor respectfully in the manner in which they identify over the past 3 years.
It's 3 years. 3 years. And now he needs them needs a fucking month off.
Okay.
What did Buttfucker say? I missed it. I wasn't paying attention. Asian Pat.
Asian Pat.
Yeah.
Very
if anybody's a they them, this Asian Pat's a they them, to be honest with you.
I have spoken with city staff who've confirmed that Councilor Nguyen was referred to as an it by a counselor.
Councilor Christian King troubled by what he's heard.
I condemn.
Troubled. Fucking troubled.
No, it's shit. It's disrespect. To refer to someone on your council as it is disrespectful. Whether you disagree with whatever they said or not, when you take it to that level, now whoever called them it, whoever that person is, called them it, that changes the whole discussion. So
them's getting a lawyer right now, so them can
probably. Well, yeah, absolutely.
That's what this is all about. This is exactly what this is all about. Somebody needs to shake them, tell them to get the fuck back to work.
And disavow any sort of political hostility based on someone's being.
Now, Councilor Merrow Carlson telling us, while I do not recall making the statements in question, I acknowledge that it was a challenging and emotional week where difficult conversations took place. These claims, however, misrepresent my character, my record, and the values I have consistently upheld. We did reach out to the mayor, and we also reached out to Councilor Nguyen, but did not hear back from either. The city manager's office confirms an investigation is underway.
More waste of taxpayers' money over this fucking bullshit.
Well, welcome to city government.
Fucking bullshit.
Yeah, bullshit. Well, I would have a hard time with the they them, like just as a matter of this is not how I'm used to speaking to people.
No one is.
But I would, if you couldn't remember, use their fucking name.
Please.
Is it hard?
Is it hard? No,
I'm not. Counselor. You can say counselor, whatever. I'm sorry, and I don't know what the name was. That counselor. You can't say like that. It. Like that's shitty. I'm sorry.
It would be he. He. This. I'm not a he. I'm a they. Them. Whatever. You're a he.
Well, you didn't say he or she. They said it. So if someone's talking to you and they're like
they them is okay. It is not okay. It is offensive. They
apparently it is, and good job. Because then the city council is being a dick. Well,
I'm sorry.
That's what happens. That's what fucking happens.
I'm done with this bullshit. I'm done with this bullshit. You know what? If you're gay,
so we're
be
done.
Gay. Mm-hmm. If you're straight, be straight. Whatever. All right, but I'm not doing the they them. The they them for me is over.
So how would you address somebody?
Him.
Would you just?
I would say he sounds like a him.
Well, why don't you just call them by their name?
Because I can't always remember. I can't remember my name. How am I supposed to remember his name? He over there said.
But he didn't say he. He said it.
Get that part of it.
It is a very specific choice.
It is what you say to somebody when you're pissed off at them.
Yeah, well, good job. Now we have this bullshit. So I'd be curious to get a little more information on this.
I think them needs to go be unelected, whatever they call that.
Yeah, because I'm sure the other council people didn't have a little fun with it either. So
Sure
this
they
is probably I'd be curious because they said this has been going on for a while. So I'm curious to find out more. So perhaps we will follow this story and see what happens. Well, you brought it up.
I know.
Oh, good job, buddy.
All right.
Wah, I don't like it.
I'm just not putting up with it. That's all.
Wah.
All right. So we had some really, really talk about bullshit. Donald Trump's trying to get his cabinet picks through the Senate. So first they put out Pete Hegseth.
Oh my God, that was insanity. I watched that yesterday.
First one we got up here.
Before.
Crazy Maisie.
That psycho chick
from Hawaii.
Yeah, she needs to stop.
Again, these are the questions.
Multiple false anonymous reports peddled by NBC News that run directly contradictory to the dozens.
I was screaming and spitting.
The Republicans do it too. They all do it.
It's
disgusting. I hate it.
Stop. I don't give a shit. It should stop. When someone's you ask a question, you sit there quietly, shut the fuck up, shut your yap, and let them answer the question, and then address their answer.
But they're not addressing the question the way
like what Duchess did. Yeah. But then what you do is
you give them
the chance to actually answer the question that you asked. Don't sit there, because what happens is they ask a question, and then as soon as the person starts to answer, they talk over them because they don't want to hear the answer. It's just a whatever. Get on that mic, you.
Of men and women at Fox News Channel who I work with,
I'm not
came
hearing
on
the
the
answer
record
to my question.
And said they
in your
never
opening
seen
statement,
that.
Mr. Higgs said.
It just infuriates me. She was bad. Get on the microphone, for Christ's sake. You just
am I allowed to speak now? I don't want to interrupt.
It's not hard. Just don't do it when I'm talking. That's all.
Okay.
Stop talking when I'm talking.
All right.
So we're turning over a new leaf.
Sure.
And I'll try to do the same thing for you. I'll try to respect you. By not doing the same
Okay.
thing. It's a saying. And then Gillibrand. This one cracks me up. She's okay. Let me just play this first, and then we'll discuss.
EOD. Everything you've said in these public statements is politics. I don't want women. I don't want moms. What's wrong with a mom, by the way? Once you have babies, you therefore are no longer able to be lethal. I mean, you're basically saying women after
Anybody that's been married knows that a woman can very well be lethal after she's had babies.
they have children can't ever serve in the military in a combat role. It's a silly thing to say. It's a silly thing to say beneath the position that you are aspiring to. To denigrate LGBTQ service members is a mistake. If you are a sharpshooter, you're as lethal regardless of what your gender identity is, regardless of who you love. So please know this to be a true statement. So you say it was a political thing. You say it undermined us, social engineering. I don't know why someone having to publicly say or not publicly say who they love is social engineering. I think
it's mean, she says. So, all right, I'm done teasing you. I'm done teasing you. Okay,
I'm letting you finish.
You're all fucking all twerked up over there.
I'm not. I'm not at all.
I think I stepped over a line. I apologize.
You don't need to apologize.
Anyhow, so your thoughts on women in combat?
I think if women can match the physical requirement, the actual physical requirement, they should be allowed. But if they cannot carry the equipment, they cannot do the job that needs to be done, they probably shouldn't be in that position. And I'm all for women being in don't take that out of context. I'm all for women working wherever they can in the military. If they are physically fit and can do sharpshooting, if they can go into combat, I'm 100% with that. But if they physically cannot, you can't. The equipment weighs what the equipment weighs. You can't dummy down, like make their pack lighter. They still need to eat, carry whatever the fuck they got to carry. You need that. You have to carry your weapons. You have to carry all your supplies. If you can't carry them, who the fuck is doing it? What, are you gonna give the guy extra shit to carry because you can't? That's not right. Everybody has to carry their own shit. I have friends who are in the Marine. I have a girl I went to high school with who was an ex-Marine. Well, I guess a former Marine, and an ex, and she was over in the Gulf War, and she carried all her shit, like, because that's what you had to do. And if you couldn't do it, you're out.
Jody has a woman that he follows on, well, it was Reddit, but her Reddit got taken down. She's very large, tall.
With the butt.
Yes, the
jiggly butt.
Yes, she was in combat. She got injured in combat, and she was carrying all that stuff. Now, I personally was against women being in combat. I think they can serve in, not in a forward position. I think they could serve in the rears, doing support and stuff like that. For the simple reason is I just don't think that it's a fair fight when you have a man against a woman. That was my
they're
thought.
shooting. If they're shooting, go ahead. Sorry.
That was my thought until I saw this video. And once I saw this video, it changed my mind.
He's 18 to 26. Hope you're ready to get drafted.
Listen, I don't claim to know how the world works, but I do know you're barking up the wrong tree. Why are you going after them little girls when there is an entire generation of angry and ready to go menopausal women? We're ready. You don't even need to draft us. Just let us know where we need to be and when. We all got minivans. We can carpool. None of us have slept in years, so I'm ready to take the night shift. I'm burning up hot all night anyway. I'm up going pee. Give me a gun and put me out for post. I drink my coffee black as death, so I will not be trying to hunt some Starbucks to get a pumpkin spice latte somewhere out in the desert. I've raised my kids. I'm mad at my husband most days. Let's go. I got nothing to lose. I have so much PTO at work right now. They're trying to buy it back from me and pay me to take more time off. I'm good. I'm good for like a while. You can send me. These little girls don't need to go. They got a lot going on. They have counseling appointments. They're in school. They got their little boyfriends and stuff like that. We got nothing going on. Gen X women who raise themselves, we are out here ready to go. What are you doing? My husband has sleep apnea. You think I'm not ready to see some action on the battlefield? I've had 2 C-sections and a hysterectomy. I don't even need to take like period equipment, no tampons, no pads. I'm good. Put me out there. I had a cell phone that I had to tap 422 times just to write the words, thank you. You think I can't figure out how to work a gun? I will. You know how they tell young women when they're out and about and they're in danger to find a mom and they'll help you? Let's go. I'm here. I'm the mom. You found me. Let's go. Put me in. I'm here. I volunteer as tribute. Let's go.
Okay, first of all, the gum smacking. I'm not arguing with her, but the whole gum slapping thing is. The video was super annoying to watch because of the reaction chick next to it.
I tried to find the video without the other lady.
I believe you. Yeah,
you can't find it. You can't download it. So I had to take the lady. It's an audio podcast. We're doing
it's
it.
Fine. No, and it's fine. And people listening will, will hear it, and it's fine. But if you hear gum smacking, it's because that chick could not stop slapping her gum.
Cracking her gum.
Oh
she
my
was
god,
cracking her gum through the whole thing.
Yeah,
but it did crack me up because I know a few menopausal ladies, and they mean. They very, very, very mean. Adam says, very bovine chewer. Yeah, she was chewing her cud over there. But, yeah, I don't know. As far as what they did to Pete Hegseth, I thought he did well. I thought he handled it. Now, you notice that while these ladies were yelling at him, he sat there very respectfully, let them.
Just get it out. Just
right?
let them get it out. Yeah.
They ask a question. And then he would start to talk and he'd say, well, Senator, this, and then it would immediately start in on him. He didn't even get a fucking sentence out. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. Let the man talk. It was horrible. And then yesterday they had Pam, what's her name?
Bondi.
Pam Bondi. I'm a fan. I've never seen her talk before. She was on the Hill, and these guys were trying to give her shit.
She didn't brook any nonsense.
Yeah, she was taking. She had no fuck. She took no shit. Of course, Crazy Maisie has to ask her signature questions to Pam Bondi. I love this lady. She's an idiot.
She's
my responsibility to ensure the fitness of all nominees, I ask the following 2 initial questions. First, since you became a legal adult, have you ever made unwanted requests for sexual favors or committed any verbal or physical harassment or assault of a sexual nature?
No, Senator.
Have you ever faced discipline or entered into a settlement relating to this kind of conduct?
No, Senator.
Ms. Bondi, I am focused on 2 things in my evaluation of President-elect Trump's nominees. The first is whether the nominee is qualified and experienced enough to do the job. The second is the fitness to serve, which includes putting loyalty to the Constitution over loyalty to the president. Unfortunately, in my view, many of President-elect Trump's nominees are lacking in at least one of these 2 requirements. Ms. Bondi, your experience as a prosecutor is the kind of thing we would expect to see in a nominee for Attorney General, but I do have questions and concerns about potential conflicts of interest, about whether you will keep DOJ's law enforcement responsibilities independent of the president's political whims, and about whether you will let facts and evidence guide your decisions. So let's start with the importance of facts, which you say is important.
All right.
Which you say facts are important.
Yeah.
Aren't they, though?
What about Merrick Garland? You have any problem with what he did for the past 4 years? You seem to be fine with that. No problem with that shit.
Here you go. Jason says she sucks at reading somebody else's speech.
Yes.
She literally did. So they just handed her that.
Of course.
Did you also notice all the empty chairs around her? Where were all the...
Yeah. I don't think she had a whole lot of people with her.
Yeah.
But I love it when she owns, like she's taking no shit from men and she's taking no shit from women.
Bondi's giving it right back.
I'm speaking.
All right, so this... right.
You pointed at her? That's not acceptable.
Uh-huh.
No,
and this is the other senator from California. This isn't Shifty Shift. This is the other senator, I don't know, Mexican.
Is that Padilla?
Yeah, Padilla.
Mm-hmm.
Your job will be, I'm speaking, your job will be to protect voters and election workers, not to undermine and dox them. Now, I know that earlier you agreed that Joe Biden is in fact president, but many of the president-elect's inner circle continue to spread the big lie about the 2020 election.
For God's sakes.
What is the big lie? You didn't look at shit, okay? Now...
No, Stacey Abrams still hasn't fucking said she lost. And Hillary Clinton was screaming about a rigged election, and we're still talking about this. Okay.
Right. Okay. So Pam Bondi, I can't want to call her Peg Bundy, but Pam Bondi, she worked the 2020 election and she worked in Pennsylvania and she saw what a shit show it was over there. And as soon as she started talking about it, they all started screaming over her like a fucking bunch of banshees. Hello. So here we go.
Then move on to a different topic.
Senator, you were speaking. May I speak? You cut me off when I was speaking.
When I ask you the next question, you can speak, and I hope you answer, Ms. Bondi.
Well,
there's the finger again.
Points his finger at her. That is demeaning.
Women don't like that shit at all.
No, we don't. We don't.
When we met yesterday,
previous one, Senator.
When we met yesterday,
you pointed your finger at me and
you
said
did not
you were
seem
speaking.
to be familiar.
Let me answer my question. I'm not
going
to be bullied by you, Senator.
The 14th Amendment of the United States of America, which was deeply disappointing.
I guess you didn't want to hear my answer about
today after I gave an opportunity to.
So she says, I guess you don't want to hear my answer about Pennsylvania. He does not.
He does not at all.
Because one thing that is fucking kryptonite to Democrats is fucking facts. Google says, I'll chew his fucking finger off.
Goddamn right, girl. Goddamn right. I would snap that fucking finger if anybody pointed their finger in my face.
Yeah,
No.
No. God damn it.
It's so disrespectful.
Very disrespectful.
Study overnight. So can you tell me and this committee what the citizenship clause of the 14th Amendment says?
Senator, I'm here to answer your questions. I'm not here to do your homework and study for you. If I am confirmed as
You're
Attorney
the one
General,
asking for a confirmation
hey,
vote,
you
ma'am.
cut me off. Can I please finish?
What does the 14th Amendment say?
Senator, the 14th Amendment, we all know, addresses birthright citizenship. I've been a state prosecutor. I've been a state AG. I look forward to, even given your remarks today, working with you and the people of California if I am confirmed as the 87th Attorney General of the United States of America. I didn't take your homework assignment. I'm sorry. I was preparing for today.
What a dick. You told me like he had to ask her what the 14th Amendment, like she didn't fucking know.
He gave her homework assignment.
Yeah, good. She told, it's basically a nice way to tell him to go fuck himself. I don't do your homework. I love it. Yeah, I watched that. I was like, yeah.
So then she's talking to Schiff. Same bullshit.
Yeah.
Will it be your advice to the president? No, Mr. President, I need to go over them on a case-by-case basis. Do not issue blanket pardons. Will that be your advice to the president?
Senator, I have not looked at any of those files. If confirmed, I will look at the files.
And
for
will
the
you be able to
pardons, as well
will you
as
be
the
able to
ongoing
review?
investigation.
You know what? This is what you want to say to Schiff.
You stupid fucking blabbermouth cunt!
Shut up!
Hundreds of cases on day one?
I will look at every file I am asked to look at.
Of course you won't. So will you advise?
Shut the fuck up.
She's not
Let
answering
her talk.
what he wants.
Is the president?
Can I answer the question?
Well, my question
I
is,
would have plenty of staff. You said, of course you want.
You'll be able to review
Listen, I'm
hundreds
not
of
going to
cases on the first day?
mislead this body nor you.
All right, let me ask another question. You don't want to answer that. Let me ask
You were
another question.
censured by Congress, Senator, for comments just like this that are so reckless.
You were censured by Congress for for statements just like this.
I know.
Yeah. She and again, she does not fuck around. And I love that about her.
I thought she was great. I very much enjoyed watching her. And
I know.
Well, add to our views. Thank you.
Joe Biden had his last press conference.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. We're done.
I have snippets of it here. I think we should all enjoy his last press conference.
Americans, it's your boy Dank Brandon coming to you for the last time. I'd like to take a moment to say a few words. Gubernatorial, sassafras, vagabond, gobbledygook, gingivitis. Now that that's out of the way. I'd like to thank my aides. And no, I don't mean the kind I got from giving Magic Johnson that Medal of Freedom. Doc says I have nothing to worry about because I'm dying anyways. What was it talking to? Oh yeah, AIDS. The staff here at the White House are the real heroes. I had to work about 45 grueling days in the last 4 years, and the aides ran the country the rest of the time. Oh, and to Gavin Newscomb, you burned Hunter's finger paintings, and you now owe the big guy $5 million. Make the check out to cash. All right, now I'm fucking done with this bullshit. Dank Brandon, out.
Nice. Adios.
Adios, Dank Brandon.
We'll see how everything works out. So,
yeah.
I don't know. We're certainly not going to have, at this point, I don't know. I hope it gets better. I just hope it does.
Believe it or not, Duchess, believe
Yes.
it or not, we actually have voicemails.
Wow.
I've whined
How
and cried,
fabulous.
whined and cried. And finally somebody sent some voicemails.
Let's do
First
it.
up, we have Dean.
Hi, guys. I really enjoyed the show last week. Just to let you know, I went to the store and got a mega pack of tissue, so keep up the reading.
Yuck.
Later.
In regards to the story time? I
Yeah,
suppose?
I really enjoyed their
Lovely.
Here's another one.
Hey, Boomer Bunkers. Just thought I'd give you a yell. John's always whining. Why doesn't anybody ever call me? So I got a riddle for you. Why do you never see two skeletons fighting? Because they don't have the guts.
No.
Laugh. You know damn well it's funny.
The yuck fest right there. here's a brief one, but here we go.
All right.
Hey, Duchess. Hey, John. It's Deuce.
Hey. Now, last week or Monday's show, somebody said something about Deuce, and I didn't understand what it meant. It was a Nepo baby.
Yes.
And then so Deuce had sent a message that he's not a Nepo baby because he says he's not a podcaster. He is someone that podcasts. I would like to respectfully disagree. In my humble opinion, Deuce has over 100 podcasts with the Brand X podcast. He is as much of an integral part of that. If there's no Deuce, there's no Brand X.
Right.
So whoever said that, I can't remember who said it. You can go fuck yourself. Deuce is a integral part of the Brand X podcast. He is also a podcaster because he knows how to podcast. I give him special privilege because he's family. He's close to, he's kind of close to like family. He is. Oh, was you? It's not a Nepo baby. What the fuck's wrong with you? How dare you? Yeah. Okay. So anyhow, that was it.
And got a little bit of an exception, but
I'm not crying anymore about the voicemail. Like I said, we say a lot of stupid shit. I'm sorry. I shouldn't. Let me rephrase that. I say a lot of stupid shit on this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So does Duchess, but I'm not saying anything because I've really beat Duchess up today. I say a lot of stupid shit on this podcast, and you can call me out on it. We have a phone number. It's in the show notes. You can call and leave a message, or just text if you don't want to leave a message. Whatever. Leave a text. We'll check it. We'll read it. All right. You want to give me shit? Give me shit. I'm here for it. I'm not gonna, again, my mind can be changed in 15 minutes.
Right.
That's right.
Shiny distract. Ooh, that looks good over there.
That's
Maybe
right.
I'll go to that side.
Yeah. All right. What have we done? Well, we've talked about the hearings. We talked about Bill Gates bringing back George Floyd.
Not acceptable. I don't like that solution. Nope.
Oakland, where they're upset because they're shutting down supermarkets because people shoplifting all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Talked about the TikTok ban and how 170 million.
There we go. Getting those numbers right.
Off, and they're going after Facebook. And I'm really interested to see if they could do, because remember what they did to Bud Light. I'd love to see what happens if they do that to Facebook. What are the olds going to do if there's no fucking Facebook? I don't know.
Oh my God.
But we'd have to find out.
They might actually have to go out of their HOA and complain about yard sales and all kinds of terrible things, like to a person instead of just complaining.
Right. That's right. Rest in peace, Bob Uecker.
Oh, yeah. And David Lynch, but hey.
Oh, yeah,
That other guy. The one you never heard of.
Right. And also next week, check out Shitty Song of the Week. The Duchess and I are there.
We'll share the link for sure. And
I'm just going to say this. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I'm going to say both songs have a sexual tone to them. And I think that like a good wine with a good meal, I think they pair perfectly.
They kind of do, actually. So Jody says 2 weeks it'll drop. They record. They have a couple behind. They record them, right?
Okay.
So they drop the episode. So it says next Monday. So, but when it drops, we'll share it on our socials.
We'll share it again. We had a lot of fun with Red and Jody.
It was a good time.
Yes. So check me out on TikTok, the Boomer Bunker on TikTok. Give us some follows because I will be over there messing around.
It might be gone by Sunday, so quick go like it and follow.
I really don't think it will be. I think there's two.
I don't think it will either.
No, I don't think it will either. Yeah. And also we have a lot of other socials. Duchess is as Mike from Wheelbarrow Full of Dicks found out that Duchess is also in charge of our Twitter account. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he just added it. Both segments were fantastic. How could they not be? How could they not be?
See how I elevate John, like just bring him to that level.
Yes,
you're welcome, gentlemen.
Yep. There you go.
Always a good time. No, it was fun. It was definitely fun to do that show. I enjoyed it. It's the concept's always good. So
the Eagles will be playing at 4:30 on Sunday.
Oh my God,
So
it's going to be a football weekend. I can't wait.
If the Eagles win, I'll be in a very, very good mood on
Mhm.
Monday. If they lose, not so much.
Well, then you'll be grumpy, but there's going to be some really, really good games. I mean, the Commanders are in Detroit, so they'll be playing the Lions.
All right,
That's
so
going to be a fantastic game.
why don't we do this real quick? Let's go
Okay.
over. All right,
Want to do the schedule?
Yeah, you want to do who do you think? I guess you're picking the Lions over the Commanders.
I'm definitely going for Lions over Commanders. Although the Commanders, you shouldn't. I wouldn't.
I'll tell you what.
I wouldn't take them lightly because they've been surprisingly.
I'm picking the Commanders. I'm picking the Commanders.
How dare you?
Listen, I'm going to say this right now.
Sorry, Michiganders.
They are hurt, and their defense is hurt. And this defense is not like the Vikings defense, the Vikings offense. They almost lost to the Vikings, didn't they?
You're getting called heathen scum. Look, and you get Adam to call you a heathen scum. That's pretty low.
Listen, I understand we have a lot of people that are from Michigan, and the Lions have had an amazing season. And I'm just going to tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
Just going to tell you this. That if I'm rooting for the Commanders,
that means the Lions will win.
Yeah, Lions will probably win because I'm a mush. But I really do believe that the Commanders will win. And the other reason that I feel that they're going to win is because if they win, then the NFC Championship game's in Philadelphia. So maybe that's part of it too. All right, what's the next game? What's in the AFC?
So the first game actually on Saturday is Texans at Kansas City. They're playing the Chiefs. Yeah, even Soft's like, shut your fucking mouth.
I like the Texans in that one.
I would love to see the Texans take that. I like CJ Stroud. I think he's a good quarterback.
We'll see because Mahomes, he's had a lot of rest. His ankle better, maybe.
He has, yeah,
but he doesn't have the weapons that he once had, and we'll see. But that could be another upset game. All right, and then what's the?
So you got Rams Eagles,
right?
So which obviously you're rooting for the Rams.
Yeah.
Well, you just said if you root for one, they're going to lose. So
but I can't reverse mojo the Eagles. I got to root for the Eagles, but I'm nervous.
Okay.
I'm nervous.
You're nervous. Well, I get it.
It's going to be a good game. It'll be a good game.
I think all these games are going to be pretty good. Ravens at the Bills. That I think is going to be the battle. I think that's going to be the battle.
I'm going with the Bills on this one.
I would love for the Bills to beat the Ravens.
I know.
Because I just
look,
I knew the Steelers weren't going to make it. It was so crystal clear. I mean,
you want the Bills Lions in the Super Bowl. I know you do.
I think the Bills Lions would be a great game. I think it'd be a great game. And I mean, I think it might be the Lions' year. They're just they're still winning, but they're still winning. And now they're bringing people back. Anzalone's back. I mean, St. Brown I love him. He's such a great receiver, and he's just so funny. Like the whole, headstand with did you see the cake?
Yeah.
Yeah. He went to the bakery to see the cake, in person.
Here's the thing. The Eagles defense is good. It's really good.
There you go. Soft agrees with me.
What happens? Yeah, of course.
Those lines is what it will be. There you go.
All right. We'll see. And then, that's it. So that's the lineup for this weekend.
Yeah. And it is, and I'm heading to Florida. So next weekend is when they have the AFC Championship. So I'll be like, so I'll be watching the game Sunday. So that'll be your Super Bowl decisions right there.
Thursday. Shit.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's going to go straight from this to the following Sunday.
I don't know. Maybe I'll just take Thursday off. We'll see.
Yeah,
I honestly don't like podcasting without you, even though I really gave you the business today.
Mm-hmm.
Wanted to see how you handled it. I don't know. You're a little shaky there.
Yeah, I'm devastated.
You're a little shaky.
I'm broken up. I'm going to go cry now. Boo. Wah. I'm sad.
All right.
Wah. There were mean comments. Wah.
We'll be back here Monday night. Everybody. I'm not even looking at the comments anymore. I'm sure I'm getting shit.
No, you're not.
Okay.
Oh, so Budbugger wants to know if I'm getting TikTok. Well, let's see what happens Monday.
She doesn't like TikTok. Listen, it's a time suck. I'm not going to lie. There's plenty of times.
It's a huge time suck.
2 hours just scrolling through TikToks.
I waste enough time on all the other socials, and you notice I'm on social for this, for my own personal, and then just all the other things that I do. So I have probably between pages and groups, probably like a 12 to 15 that I'm like an admin on. So it's a lot.
And then
I did count them up. It's like 16. I was like, oh, I'm in a lot. Well, there's a lot I don't participate in much. I'll read them, but I don't always comment.
I took the over. All right, everybody. We'll see you Monday night. You know what I say. Go Birds.
Bye.